Hello and welcome back to another video on the rest of me and to another edition of Rampage Out of 10. It's a big show today, there's a lot happening on the card. Some big matches on the show, and yeah, a big segment as well involving the Hardy Boys. So yeah, like I said, let's get straight into it, and we're kicking things off this week with the Acclaimed and Billy Gunn versus Kip Sabian, the Butcher and the Blade. Bowens and Sabian started the match respectively. After back and forth between the two, Bowens managed to take down Sabian. Caster and the Blade were tagged in. The Acclaimed hit Sesame Timbers on the Blade, and they did their scissoring celebration. The Butcher came in and threw Bowens out on the ring and get a cheat shot from Kip Sabian. Bowens then looked to make the tag but got isolated. The Blade then hit a chop and got a 2 count shortly after. Sabian grounded Bowens in the middle of the ring. The heels exchanged quick tags and were in complete control. Sabian hit a cannonball in the corner and the Butcher followed up with a backbreaker for a 2 count. Bowens then hit a kick and made a tag to Billy Gunn. He came in with a flurry of offense and hit a power slam on Butcher. The action spiraled out of control and Gunn got the 2 count after hitting the famous. So towards the end of the match, Bowens hit the arrival on Kip Sabian and Max Caster followed out with a mic drop for the pinfall win. And yeah, it gets 7 out of 10 from me. Solid enough match. Love the Acclaim's reference to Vince McMahon, which was good. And yeah, solid enough match. Good win for them as they continue on their trajectory for a trios title match. And yeah, it all works. Fun match to kick off the show, so I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. Next up, it was time for Toni Storm versus Allysin Key on Rampage. Storm charged at Key and stomped on her. The latter hit a big kick and unloaded on the former WWE star. Storm held Kay's hair and took her down after a distraction from Saraya. The action's built to the outside and Toni hit some vicious shots at ringside. She then got 2 shortly after. Storm then hit a few right hand strikes and threw Kay out of the ring. Kay then dropped Storm on the ropes and followed out with a neckbreaker. She then hit a lariat for a 2 on the Outcast member. Storm countered with a DDT from the middle rope. Towards the end, Kay had Storm down for the 3 count, but the referee got distracted by Ruby Soho and Saraya. Toni Storm then rolled her up for a 2 count and hit her up attack and a follow out with a Storm 0 for the win. And yeah, it's 6 out of 10 for me. Surprised with how competitive the match was. I thought Storm would win easily, but no, definitely put Kay over, but also the Outcast getting the win as well. So yeah, worked. Next up was Carl Fletcher versus Action Andretti. Both men squared off in the middle, and Fletcher overpowered Andretti and took down the latter with a slam. Andretti then hit a chop and followed up with a dropkick for a 2. The action spilled to the outside and Fletcher dropped Andretti on the barricade to get the upper hand. The latter then looked to make a comeback, but the Aussie Open member took him down with an elbow strike to the chest. Andretti made a comeback, sending Fletcher to the outside and hitting a dive. He then hit a thrust kick in the ring and Fletcher recovered and hit the brainbuster for a 2. Both men battled on the slot turnbuckle and Action Andretti hit a suplex on Fletcher. He then hit a 450 splash for another 2 count. Towards the end, Fletcher picked up Andretti and hit the pile driver to pick up the win. And yeah, post-match, Fletcher put Cassidy on notice with a thumbs up after his win. And yeah, that's definitely a match I'd like to see. But yeah, good win for Fletcher here. Putting out some momentum. I'd love to see that Cassidy match. And yeah, on the whole, just a really good match. So yeah, 7 out of 10 from me. Good stuff. Tony Schiavone then was in the ring and he introduced the Hardy Boys. Matt said he had a wonderful week and his contract and private party's contract with the firm had been deleted. Jeff Hardy took the mic and expressed his desire to win the tag team titles. The Guns came out to interrupt and the former champion said that they wanted to help Ethan Page and beat Hardy Boys like All Ego does as well. Matt Hardy then proposed a match between Hardy Boys and Gunn, and with a win that they would get their title opportunity. Austin and Colton briefly discussed and it sets the match on Page's behalf. Both teams had a verbal back and forth in the ring to win the segment. And yeah, I mean, good little thing. It's all heading towards the tag team title match with the Hardy Boys, which I'm very excited about. And yeah, good little promo here between 2 good talking tag teams. Dark Order then took on Swerve Strickland and Brian Cage. Swerve and Reynolds started the match, and after a back and forth between the 2 men, John Silver and Cage were tagged in. The Machine knocked his opponent and dropped him on the rope. Silver retaliated by slamming Cage on the mat. The heels got the advantage after a cheap shot from Swerve. He then hit some chops on Silver, but Lashley retaliated with punches. Cage was tagged in, he tossed around John Silver before taking a shot as Reynolds on the apron. Reynolds was tagged in, he came in with a flurry of offense and hit the Tiger Driver, followed by a power driver on Strickland. Towards the end, Cage hit a powerbomb on Reynolds. The heels then hit a double cutter on Reynolds for a 2, and Cage hit the drill claw on Reynolds as Swerve hit the JML on John Silver. The Machine then pinned Alex Reynolds for the win. And yeah, post-match, Gates of Agony came down to the ring and the heels attacked the Dark Order members. However, Dustin and Keith made the save and chased Strickland's faction away. And yeah, it's 6 out of 10 for me. I don't know, the main event was alright. It's still weird seeing Swerve and Cage team together, really. But yeah, the main event was good. Solid enough. Did it really get me going? I kind of just want to see the Keith Swerve match. It's just been built up for so long now. So yeah, it gets a 6 out of 10 for me. Probably could have been slightly better, but yeah, I think that's more the storytelling to do with the match. overall, Rampage this week gets a 7 out of 10 from me. I thought it was a fairly solid episode of Rampage this week, I have to say. Once again, it's not got any really of the main stars on it, but it's just a fun hour of wrestling, really, and that's exactly what it needs to be. The main event was good. Enjoyed the first few matches on the card as well. The Hardy Boys segment, always great to see them. So yeah, on the whole, a solid show, I'd say. But anyway, guys, that's it for you. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe, those comments down below, follow me on Twitter for daily wrestling news, and subscribe to the channel. It's going to be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.